Well, folks, we are officially on our last flight of the South American tour, and fortunately, for some reason, this video did not record from the start. I don't know where the start of the footage is, but no worries. We're just gonna kick it off from the last half of the recording. Please, folks, enjoy this approach into Guyana. This is our official last trip in the South America tour before we start our Caribbean tour. Outside of that, enjoy. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We start our descent into Guyana. Right now we are at about 7,700 feet, descending to 1,800 feet. And if we just bring up our approach real quick, we'll just go over that and then get ready for landing. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, we are going to be doing the RNAV GNSS Runway 06 approach. And since we're coming from the south, we're going to be heading to this Vudoc waypoint. It's very simple from there. Once we hit Axon, we're going to be turning to heading 061. And it's going to be a straight-in approach to runway 06. Now, as you can see, the runway is extremely low, and that's a monster of a runway, almost it's over 11,000 feet. So we might approach a little high and just try to land long so we can get closer to the terminal. But I don't know, we'll see what happens when we get there. But in the meantime, we are pretty much experiencing really good weather on the way in, so expecting to not have any issues at all when we're coming in. The only thing that's going to happen is me messing up the landing, so we'll see how it goes. In terms of weather, just going to double check that just to see what's happening. I don't expect too much of a change. In fact, I expect it to be better than it was before. To be honest, it's looking pretty similar. Winds out of 080, visibility infinite, clouds scattered at 1,700 feet, broken at 3,600 feet, temperature is 27 degrees C. So, yeah, things are looking really good. Barometric pressure is still pretty high as well, 29.8. So, I'm not expecting too much on approach. Hopefully we'll have some good visibility. What I'm really trying to focus on right now is just speed management. And just making sure when it's time to land, we are all settled. For people that don't know, and this should be obvious if you're watching if you've been following the tour, Guyana is a part of South America. It's a Caribbean island, or Caribbean country, sorry, but it is actually part of South America, which makes it interesting. So, as you can see, if you look out, there's a lot of forest. So there's definitely a lot of rainforest here, so definitely kind of keeps in the motif of South America for sure. But I always found it interesting when I've heard about Guyana. I always thought Guyana was an island, but as I got older, I realized that yeah, it's definitely a part of South America. But one of those places that I'm for sure interested in checking out. Okay. So just about nailed it with our approach. We are 3 nautical miles, or just under 3 nautical miles short of Axon. And I'm just going to look at the approach briefing here. kind of confirm. I think, well, to be honest, we might be a little lower than expected. Yeah. So it's supposed to be at 3,000 by accent, and then from there we descend to 1,800 feet. But we don't really have like couple VNAV here. It's more so just advisory VNAV, so it kind of tells you when you're supposed to descend, but you still control the rate of descent. So it's not accurate. So I guess me saying that nailed it was me being a little I was being a little overly excited about it. Alright, so we should be starting our right turn soon. That should get us on to final approach. And I just activated approach mode. And yeah, here we go. Starting our turn now. So flight instruments are looking good. Landing lights are on. Probably go ahead and switch on our taxi lights as well. Pressurization, we are not pressurizing at all, which is good since we've descended. Flight instruments are looking good. Let's double check our altimeter. We are slightly off, but it's not a big deal. Alright, so there's the airport straight ahead. A little difficult to see, but it's there. And right now we're making our way to the Ogram waypoint. We're doing about 120 knots. Should probably speed up a little bit because we should be having a significant headwind. Yeah, we have about 10 knot headwind that we have to deal with, so should keep an eye on that. Now, just to be on the careful side, I'm going to slow down and we're going to start getting our flaps out as we prepare for landing. We're still, as I said, a couple nautical miles out from the Ogram waypoint, but just want to make sure we are in a good position for landing, not rushing to get our flaps out and all that kind of stuff. So flaps are coming down. Alright, we're doing about 110 knots now, which is perfect. Yeah, I want this landing to be a good landing, and I haven't had the best landings in the PC-12, and I would have thought that after a year almost of flying this aircraft that I would have nailed it, but I still struggle with it from flight to flight, so who knows what's going to happen, but we shall see. Alrighty, so we are now less than 1 nautical mile away from Ogram, so we'll go ahead and get our gear down. Looking absolutely beautiful. We are on the glide path now. So altimeter is set. Engine instruments are still looking good. No warnings on the cause. Landing lights and taxi lights are on. Pressurization, we are depressurizing. Yeah, everything is looking good to go, folks. Having good feelings about this landing. I want the last landing on the South American tour to be a good one. So just wish me luck, alright? Another thing I also tend to mess up on is once I take control of the aircraft, I need to just try and follow the flight path as best I can. Yeah, maybe I'm just putting too much pressure on myself. Alright, let's go autopilot, and your damper can come off. Pulling at about 105 knots or so. Pappies show that we are a little low, but not too low. Yeah, seems like we're going so slow, like we're crawling. 2 whites, 2 reds in the pappy. Come on, just praying for a good landing, something nice and smooth. Gonna dial back on the throttles, 500 checked. Dipping a little low here. Okay. Just trying to get over these treetops. Saying that we're high, but if we're any lower, we'll be crashing into the tops of the trees. Alright, as I said, we're gonna try and land long, so we can reach the end of the runway.
Landing time logged.
All right, not the best, but you know, it'll do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Guyana. We are officially back in the Caribbean, folks. That was a beautiful, smooth evening approach. And I think we're just going to come straight ahead. There's a fuel station and we'll park right here.
Warning, trim.
Just get all our lights off. Yeah. Get the taxi lights off as well. Alright. Alright, good park here. Hitting a lot of buttons by mistake. Let's see. Get the standby bus on before we shut it off. And we'll go ahead and shut our engine off now.
Engine off.
Warning, essential
The flight
bus.
is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
All right. So get the generators off. So we have our standby bus on. Should be good. All of these guys can come off as well. Beacon can come off. And we are all done, folks. This is it. This is the last flight of the tour. We're back here in the Caribbean, and we are going to go and celebrate. We got back in one piece, folks. So make sure to go back through the, if you're interested, make sure to go back through and you can go look at the whole South America tour. But in the meantime, we are done with South America and we're going to go back into the Caribbean. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, folks. Share this video if you see fit. And when we come back, we'll be moving on to the Caribbean. Alright folks, this is your boy Fly Island Guy. Thank you so much. Please, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And outside of that, this is your boy Fly Island Guy saying stay safe and most importantly, stay fly. And also, Merry Christmas. Peace.
Fly Island Guy, we're soaring so high. With reggae beats we touch the sky.